Hello and welcome, and if you like videos about saving money or Warhammer or all other types of tabletop gaming, you've come to the right channel here. Subscribe to hear more. Anyway, and also leave a comment because I like talking to you guys. So it is Friday, which is meant to be another lore video, but I received an email and it made me rethink about what I wanted to talk about. Actually, it's something I've wanted to talk about for a while, but I've never really had a good reason to. Now, today's video was going to be Colonel Strachan, but that can wait till next week. No, what I want to talk about is Battlefleet Gothic. Now, why? The email which I received is from Warcradle Studios, and they are releasing a second Dystopian Wars starter set. Now, Dystopian Wars is a naval war game based in an alternate timeline. The starter set, the Sturgeon Skies, is up for pre-order, and it includes a lot of miniatures. Well, about 40 of them for 95 quid. And now it obviously is cheaper from other stores, but the sculpts are usually high quality, as if you know anything about Warcradle Studios, that's what they produce. Now this is the second starter set for Dystopian Wars. Now that's important because it shows how popular Dystopian Wars is being right now. The first, and it is still available, is the Hunt for Prometheus, and that is just as good, with two massive fleets like Sturgeon Skies, and everything you need to get started, rulebooks, dice, everything, okay? Now, we can step away from Warcradle here and look at Mantic. Now, Mantic's another good company, and they have their own naval tabletop game, Armada. This is based on their Kings of War universe. This had a taster set, which came out for limited time. And again, it's fantastic, and you've got a lot of forces and a lot of models in this. So two of Games Workshop's competition are actually having success in the field of naval warfare. Now, we can also now include Warlord games with their more historical based Black Seas. It is the right time for Games Workshop to re-release Battlefleet Gothic. The game of its skills are usually a lot of fun, proving quite successful from lesser known companies. Games Workshop, being far more well-known brand, should be able to sell a lot more. Anyway, the factions are also more recognizable, i.e. Space Marines, Eldar, Chaos, outside of Imperium. If I said Imperium with Dystopian Wars, not many people would know what I was talking about. But if I said Imperium, including the Warhammer 40,000 universe, it would be far more recognizable. The factions, like I said, are more recognizable, and it's easy to fit in a narrative campaign, which I love. I do love narrative campaigns. Now, I love the dystopian age models, laws, and games, but I'm a big fan of warrior nations, and my faction is not represented in Dystopian Wars. I can understand why. It's not me griping or moaning about it, it's just it is what it is. They don't fit on a global scale. Yet, if I go to my Warhammer 40,000 armies, I can build a campaign using 40k, Kill Team, and Aeronautica Imperialis, with all the armies I collect. Now, I believe right now Tyrannids are the only faction missing from Aeronautica Imperialis, but if they get models, they could still fit quite well. Now, Games Workshop has a massive amount they can choose from for Battlefleet Gothic when it comes to vehicles. That word seems a little bit small while talking about battle barges and other craft, but they have a massive amount of literature and art representing this craft. The games Battlefleet Gothic Armada for the PC have been pretty well received, so there is a fan base already there. So the market's there just to make this into a tabletop version. I don't think I need to say more than that. Now finally, the old metal Battlefleet Gothic models looked fantastic, incredibly well detailed. They were metal too, and should not look as good as they did. They should not look as good as they did, as a compliment. So yeah, now with the increase and quality in Games Workshop's plastic has become, Battlefleet Gothic models should be some of the best we've ever seen. Now to summarise, with Mantic, Warcradle and Warlord games all having success with naval combat, be fictional or historical, it could be time for Games Workshop to redo their own version in the 40k universe. Also, we got Man of War as well, could make a comeback. I'd like to see that too. But also got a PC game, and you can get that on GOG.com. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to see Battlefleet Gothic come back. It was one of my favourite games. I think the specialist games that what Games Workshop did was fantastic. I have great memories of both Battlefleet Gothic and Inquisitor. Me and a couple of friends did a massive campaign, which went Battlefleet Gothic, Epic, 40k, Inquisitor. Kill Team wasn't really about back then. There was some rules for it, but it wasn't that big or that popular. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Would you like to see Battlefleet Gothic come back? Would you like to see just be Horus Heresy, which is something I would absolutely not like. I'd like it to be 40k, not Horus Heresy. Which faction would you play as? Would you play as your faction, or would you change factions just for this game? Yep, comment, subscribe, and hope to see you all again soon. Talking about Dystopian Wars, if you want to get that, that is on Wayland Games, link down below. If I do a review of Dystopian Wars, I probably won't post that link, to be honest with you. It would be a bit unfair if I got a review copy and did that. It's a bit cheesy, to be honest with you. And of course, Forbidden Planet as well. And my comics, and my t-shirts, and my Patreon. All down there below for you to click and spend your money on. And if you do, you'll be credited. You'll be put in the credits if you subscribe to my Patreon. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. I will burn this video out to 8 minutes as always, probably longer because that's what I do. And I'll see you all again very soon.